everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Motivational Mondays, where we kick off your week with positivity, inspiration, and a little push to get you closer to your goals. I'm your host, Gina Zarina Queens, and today we're talking about a quiet superpower that can change the way you lead, connect, and live, and that's empathy. Empathy is often misunderstood as a soft skill, but don't get it twisted. Empathy is strength, not just about feeling for others. It's about understanding them, connecting with them, and seeing the world from someone else's point of view. As Mohsin Hamid said, I hope I'm saying that right, forgive me. Empathy is about finding echoes of another person and yourself. So today we're exploring how empathy can elevate not just your relationships, but also your success, your leadership, and your sense of purpose. But first we have to dig into what empathy really is. What is empathy really? Empathy isn't the same as sympathy. Sympathy says, I feel bad for you. Empathy says, I feel this with you. It's about listening to understand, not to respond. Baron-Cohen said, we need empathy to give kindness its due measure. That means empathy is how we turn good intentions into real connection. Whether you're leading a team, raising a child, or building a brand, empathy is the difference between talking at people and connecting with them. So let's dig into how empathy makes you stronger. Empathy is not weakness, it's awareness, it's leadership, it's being human. So, of course, I'm going to give you like three things, 3 ways to strengthen your empathy and use it as a tool to connect and influence pretty much. So, number 1 is listen without interrupting. When someone shares, don't rush to fix or judge, just listen. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is, I hear you. That is so true. Some people don't need you to put in your 2 cents. Some people just need an ear, and that's the main point. 2 is to be curious, not critical. So, meaning ask questions, get to know someone's story instead of assuming you already know. People like to do that already, but you never know what somebody's story is or what it is about them that's different. Curiosity builds, bridges. Criticism builds walls. So we want to build some bridges to the next person to see what's going on and have that deep connection. Number 3 is put yourself in their shoes. Empathy grows when you imagine life from another person's perspective. Even if you don't agree, you can still understand. And that is so true. In so many situations, you don't have to agree, but there's always a reason or some type of understanding behind like why somebody did that. You can be like, oh, okay, I can see why you did that, but that's just something I wouldn't do. But as Zorn said, empathy is the greatest virtue. From it, all virtue flows. It's the foundation for compassion, patience, humility, and even self-love. That's something. So, when you lead with empathy, people feel it. Whether you're building a business, working with clients, collaborating on a team, or just navigating your relationships, empathy makes you more effective. Why? Because people don't remember what you said. They remember how you made them feel more so than what you said. Mohsin Hamid said, empathy is about finding echoes of another person in yourself. When you tap into that, we create deeper bonds, healthier spaces, and more authentic conversations. And that's how change happens from the inside out. I want to leave you with this. Empathy doesn't make you soft at all. It just doesn't. Just because you care about the next person doesn't mean that you're an old softy. It makes you a super powerful, strong person. It doesn't mean you absorb everyone's pain. It means that you connect with a person or people in a way that inspires, supports, and uplifts, So I want to challenge you this week, lead with empathy in one situation where you normally wouldn't. Maybe it's pausing before you react, giving someone that benefit of the doubt, or simply listening more. And just remember all the quotes that I listed out today from Mohsin Hamid. He says, empathy is about finding echoes in another person in yourself. And Baron-Cohen said, we need empathy To give kindness is due measure. And Eric Zorn said, empathy is the greatest virtue from it. All virtues flow. So, lead with your heart this week. You never know whose life you might change or what you might impact in them. So, I just want to thank you all for tuning in for another Motivational Mondays. I hope this episode reminds you that empathy is a gift, not just to others, but to also yourself. So I just want to thank you for all that and joining me. But until then, I'm reminding you to see others, hear others, and most importantly, feel with others. Have a beautiful week. Hope your weekend was great. Returning listeners, you guys are awesome. New listeners, welcome. And unfortunately, we are out.